time.
Well, you're on the floor, you can talk about now.
So what we would like to do is, instead of having the stormwater meeting at 6:30, moving it to 6:45. Reason being is, you can tell this is over there now trying to get this to record. So with YouTube, once we set it up for it to start recording, she can hit the button from down here, it will record the meeting. Once this meeting is stopped, when she stops it down here, it takes YouTube a few minutes to download it, recycle it, upload it. Sometimes that takes 2 minutes, sometimes that takes 10 minutes. We haven't really got a good answer for that. So last council meeting was not taped because by the time it finally uploaded and went, Alyssa didn't know and already pushed the button, so it didn't do it. So what we're asking to do is, we can move the meeting to 6:45. We won't shut the recording off, and then go right into the council meeting. And then we'll just name that Stormwater Council. In saying that, we have to remember, if the meeting lasts 5 minutes, there's 10 minutes of when you're talking that will all be recorded. So that's kind of why we wanted to move it, instead of doing 6:30 to 6:35, and that's not saying something we shouldn't say, from 25 minutes. We're going to try and narrow that time down a little bit. But we'd like to move the meeting, if possible, starting in January. So I'll need a vote if we can do that.
Well, we could make that vote tonight if need be.
Yeah, if we could, that'd be great.
Let's make that vote, folks.
I'll make a motion to move the meeting to 6:45, starting January 2026.
I have a motion on the floor by Councilor Haley to start the stormwater utility meeting at 6:45, starting January, instead of 6:30. Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Do I have a second by Councilor Hancock? Any discussion?
Yes, you screwed up again. You've had too much turkey.
No, I think Councilor Hancock.
No, you said 6:30.
No, 6:45 then.
Yes,
6:45.
6:45.
All right, well, let's start this thing at 6:45.
The other good thing is, I think 2027, it has to have closed caption now. We did, being deputy chief, figured he's got that all set up already. If you're watching it live, it lags a little bit, but once it's downloaded and on the system, it's pretty close then. But just some more information on that.
Okay.
That's all I guess.
So let's vote on this. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposing? If none of opposition, the ayes have it.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Right. President's points are, we went by the park. We're glad that we assisted in that project. Everything looks very nice and it's handicap accessible, so I don't get fault anymore.
The only downfall to it was we did lose more parking spots than we thought. Over there by the dumpster, if you notice, the curbing comes out more. And it was strictly a budgetary problem. You have to have so much distance between the parking lanes on each side, and we didn't have that. And what we would have to do is go closer to Derbyshire, but we did not have the money. So that's why we kind of lost those spots. We are looking at, we think we can do parallel parking over there by the dumpster side to add 6 more spots back. But we're still looking at that. They're doing measurements for us now. But other than that, I thought it turned out really nice. I'm not real big on the rocks, but we can do something with that later. If you pull up to the building over there where the Perry Seniors Police Department side was, there's a gap in the wall made for the handicap parking, the way it's set up. And instead of, they want to put grass there, and I didn't want to see our almost 80-year-old maintenance guy try to stand on a hill to cut the grass. So we went with riprap, I think is what they put in there. So it's the bigger rock. I mean, it's effective, but it's not very pretty, I guess. So we'll look at that. But
Or about the water feature.
We work on that.
did you find money for that?
Exactly.
Need money to spray the casinos.
We'll get the votes for your part on it,
So it really nothing to do with it. Well, I guess it does. It is stormwater. So before, if you look on the side of the building, the side of the building where Derbyshire is, Those are the only two gutters that ran across the sidewalk for some reason. The rest of them went into the sidewalk. We noticed the first rain that all that water went down the new ramp in the sidewalk, which is gonna be murder in the wintertime. So Dorothy, the chairman of the board, and our clerk treasurer thought it'd be nice to put rain barrels there to capture the water, and then I guess the chief can go empty it when they're full. So what the chief did was we tore up the sidewalk, put the pipes down, ran to the pipe, and I have no rain barrels.
Wait till the winter time to get the ice.
But now that I think about it, when they used the rain barrel, opened it, ran down the rocks.
And it would have been a water.
Hold on, let me see.
Sounds business to me.
Wait a minute, so when it rained, because those rain barrels were being reused as resources for because those rose bushes, there you go. You can put a host to it, who wants it?
I guess while this is being recorded on it, she was right and I was wrong.
I'll second that motion.
Never happen again.
And that's the only time that, so we'll preserve that.
Excellent, yeah.
Keep it on your phone while you lost it.
Yes. Also on new business for President's Point, I was very pleased about how the Board of Public Works and Safety, they're working on the street sweeping.
Mhm.
So that's a part of cleaning our.
Yeah.
our-
So we look at it every year. We usually do it twice a year. One of the issues that we've ran into in the past is whether we have a fall or not. If you notice, it was snowing, the leaves were still falling down. So we look at two things. How late in the season is it before, because you don't want to street sweep and then have all the leaves come down. When we do it in the fall, it is more expensive because they have to dump it more, because the leaves weigh more and all that, so we're charged by weight. So we look at, do we want to street sweep now, and then next month it snows? Is that worth the $3,500 or not? We always do it in usually around April or March or April, we street sweep for the summer. So that's something that we're still looking at, whether that's going to be beneficial. But we've done the street sweeping in the last 4 years.
Yeah, 3 years more.
3 or 4 years, yeah. But I think it does make the city look a lot nicer.
That's Buddy drove that, didn't he?
No.
Okay, I thought Buddy was the one asking about that council.
No, funny story is when I first started, they were going to buy one and then do it themselves. And then we had to figure out, well, who's driving it, where do we dump it, where do we get the water, there was a lot of things that they didn't process through on that. But yeah, so that's something we're looking at now, is it something we want to do? Because if I don't do it, it won't, if I do it, it'll snow next month. If I don't do it, it won't snow till February.
Do they notify the neighborhood when you're gonna be doing that so cars could maybe be?
We're not really good at that. We try to as best as we can, but they won't do it. Yeah, we put on social media, but it's not something they do. Like when we do a street project, part of the contract is they have to notify the neighbors, but they for that.
Because that was a part of our plan, was street sweeping and collecting how much trash and such, so very, very pleased with that, thank you, and the Board of Public Works Safety on that, so thank you very much, all right. Also on President's Point, Becky Quinn, the mayor's administration, sent an email for the DPW announces 2025 leaf collection for the season. That was something that was brought up in a previous council meeting that was asked about, and I just want to read the little snippets of it. It says that the Indianapolis Department of Public Works announced this year's leaf collection will run from Monday, November 10th to Friday, December 5th, 2025. That the residents can leave up 40 bags of leaves and pick up per week on the regular scheduled collection during the 4-week collection period at no additional cost. During the week of Thanksgiving, leaf collection will be operating on a slide schedule. And please remember, here's a few guidelines to follow. Place leaves in plastic bags. Paper bags can deteriorate or break down. In bad weather, keep bags at least 3 feet away from the trash cart for easy pickups. And leaf bags should be outside by 7 a.m. on your normal trash day. Okay. So, yes, Ms.
You can
Quinn.
actually find that on the website also.
Excellent.
On our website.
And you can find that on the Southport website also. Thank you very much for that follow-up, because I know that was a concern, and we found out about that, so it's nice to report that, okay? Excellent. All right, so that's all I have for the president's points. Financials, Clerk Treasurer Newhouse, the fund reports.
You don't have any claims, so it's just the payroll that you have to approve.
Okay. Payroll distribution detail, $2,022.93, please, I need a motion.
I'd like to make a motion for the payroll distribution detail of $2,200.
$2,022.
Need your glasses.
2,000. I'm sorry,
2022.
$2,022.93.
All right, we have a motion on the floor to pay the payroll distribution detail for $2,022.93. Do I have a second? By Mrs. Haley, do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Counselor Vogt. Any discussion? If not, let's vote on this thing. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? If no opposing, let's say the ayes have it. APV transaction list, no claims. Now we have petitions or comments by the citizens. 3 minutes max, please. Anybody have any statements or anything?
I actually got a question about the leaf pickup
Okay.
on my doggy walk this afternoon, and I'm wondering if they forgot to pick her leaves up, because she had like 10 or 15 bags.
There's up to 14 bags.
And they were not, they've been there a while, she said. In fact, one of her friends took
Wow.
them. So,
Yeah,
yeah, and I also think they cut it off too soon.
I think you very well could be right. We'll call downtown and see what's
Sure.
going on probably. Yeah, they could.
So that is good information about there.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. All right, anybody here, stormwater, anything said? If not, I need to have a motion to adjourn this meeting.
I move that we adjourn the meeting.
We have a motion to adjourn the meeting by Counselor Hancock. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
I have a second by Counselor Haley. All in favor?
Aye.
So be it. This meeting is over at 6:45.
Oh, just one.
Walk on the treadmill.
Got 15 minutes. You're all right, sorry.
She'll be here in just a few minutes.
When I walked in, I was like, oh, she's gonna ask me about the coleslaw, and I don't remember what. I think she said it was fine, but I just.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry, I think it's 100.